The next application is employee scheduling. Okay, so labor planning. And here we're going to be talking about part-timers and full-timers, different time of day requirement or day of week requirements that need to be met, and how many employees must start at what time. So this uh, and at the same time we want to minimize the total payroll cost or minimize the number of workers. Okay, let's look at the data given in the problem. So here this is a bank, and the bank has how many tellers that we want to schedule. Okay, and that varies, the requirement how many tellers we need varies based on time of day, and that's given here starting at 9 a.m. for every hour how many tellers we need. Okay? And we staff our teller um, operations using full timers, and the full time workers work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, but they are allowed 1 hour for lunch. Okay, and the part timers. Okay, the bank now has 12 full time tellers. Now, how many people are on the roster? Uh, so there are 12 full timers, but there are many people on the roster available for part time employment. So a part time worker works for 4 hours per day, and that worker can start any time between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Okay, and they work for 4 hours, which means if they start at 9 a.m., they'll work till 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, and 1 they are done. Okay, people who start at 10 a.m., they will be done at 2 p.m., and so on. Okay. In addition, full-time workers, okay, they work 9 to 5, but they take 1 hour for lunch. And the lunch time is half of the full timers eat lunch at 11 a.m. and the other half at noon. Okay. All right. So now with this, we should be able to set up a plan, but there are some more requirements here. By corporate policy, the bank limits part-time hours to 50% of the day's total requirement. So we have to now add up all the part-timers that we will have, add up all the full-timers, and then the hours. Okay, so this limit is for hours. Part-time hours to maximum of 50% of the total required hours. So we need to make sure of that. The part-timers earn $8 an hour or 4 hours, so $32 a day, and the full-timers earn $100 per day in salary and benefits on the average. Okay, so that's what's given, and now we have to set up the model. Okay, so let's head on over to Excel. Okay. Let's enter the information that is available, like part-time pay per hour, that's $8, and the number of hours they work is 4 hours. So multiplying these two will give us the part-timer pay per day. Okay, so that's a dollar amount, and then pay per day is $8 times 4. Okay, then full-timer pay per day is $100 in salary and benefits. Okay, let's make that a currency. And then part-timer hours limit is 50%. Okay, and let's make that a percentage. All right, so these are the input. So let's color code that. Okay, and the tellers required. Okay, so we have the required tellers, okay, for each of the time periods. So we have to now have time periods specified, 9 to 10 a.m., 10 to 11 a.m., and so on. Okay. So let's increase the column width a little bit. All right. So now the tellers required are these. Okay. All right. Okay. So the total hours needed per day will be, so you need 10 tellers for 1 hour here, 12 tellers for 1 hour here, 14 tellers for 1 hour here. So that means if you add up all of these numbers, that will give you the total number of teller hours we need. So total teller hours we need is the sum of that. And the reason we need this is we need to make sure that the part-time hours is limited to 50% of this. And we also have a full-timer limit. Okay, we have 12 full-timer. Okay, but we need to make sure that we don't schedule more than 12 full-timers. That's a input value as well. So now we have all the input set up. Next we will do the modeling.